So, everyone come on in, take a seat. You can play your music on low. There's no reason to be upset. This is a palate cleanser, which means we gotta cleanse ourselves of the frustration and angst that we felt all week, right?
Yeah.
And we've gotta let it go.
Only if it was a little warmer. I'd be
It's nice though. Fix that blanket so I can sit down.
I'd be testing the water.
Oh,
See where you can go in, where you
oh, it's
can't.
a different story. That's a whole different life.
Yeah. That live would be like 3 hours long.
Yeah, it would. We'd have to place the phone somewhere and be like, "You're on your own, guys. All you got to do is watch because we're having too much fun."
Exactly. But I do think this would just be a good calm swimming channel for us during the heat of the summer.
Yeah, it will. And with all these trees, it'll give us way more shade from the sun.
Especially when their leaves finally get big.
Yeah,
Still
it's
pretty spotty.
spring is sprung though, right?
Yeah.
Isn't the water beautiful?
I think I see that fishing.
Oh man, one day we're gonna catch that fish and show you. Hopefully with a net though, so we can release it. Some just plopped into the water from up there.
Like me.
Oh, that was you. I was like, plop, plop, fish, fish. That wasn't you.
No, it was.
That was you right here? Oh. She's tricking me, guys. I'm like, is it a fish? What is it?
That's how I got the fish to come out. The stones were sitting in the water and making me think it was squid. Whatever it was, eats bugs. That's all I could get.
Wow, that reflection is, phew. It is so bright in person. Trying to get away from it a little bit.
This is a lot to kill a Phil.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And I'd like to put my phone down, but there's no good place to put the phone. Come on in, give a like, give a subscribe if you want. Today is a palate cleanser for such a tough week we had. Tomorrow will be the final outcome of what we've experienced all week. But we did need to come to the water and try and let our stress flow out of our body like the water is flowing down the stream.
Occasionally throw sticks in the water and watch them float down.
And trick your mom into thinking that they're fish.
My bad. Where's my corn nest that I threw in there?
You threw that all the way up there. That's funny. What do you all have to cleanse your palates from this week?
Everything. America?
Was it as tough a week as I had fighting with United Healthcare?
That's a good one. I hope no one else is fighting with United Healthcare.
Me too. I hope someone that needs to fight with U.S. Healthcare sees my videos and realizes that the fight isn't always fruitless. Especially when you're fighting for things that are rightful or correct. I mean, if you're fighting to have 2 girlfriends beside your wife, then you're an idiot. Get off my channel. But if you're fighting for what's right in life, even if it doesn't benefit me, if it benefits other people, then the fight is still righteous.
Ain't that the truth? Just don't sit down. Stand up. That's all you gotta do.
Well, if people are sitting down in this life, it's because they believe their own romanticized version of what life should be, and they're not taking life on as life is. And we all seem to be at the mercy of people doing terrible, terrible things to others. But you know what? It's not about them, and it's not about what they do to us. It's about how we incorporate it, deal with it, confront it. That all tells us how we are as people. And I can respectfully, proudly compliment my family for not being the sit down type. Even these kids' dad, who doesn't like to fight at all, has his moments where he will stand up. And that's more than I can say for a lot of people who have romanticized their life to being something that has no challenges, something that goes by your plan all the time. Anybody who has a plan that goes that well all the time, you ought to be suspect in the plan, who's involved, what you're getting out of it.
You even know what the plan's about?
Yeah, seriously, the end result.
Some people can have the exact same plan as someone else, but that someone's doing the plan for a completely different reason. It's like if I plant a tree and someone else plants a tree, I planted it for food and they planted it for deer. It's kind
Or
of the
some
same
people
concept.
plant, what are they called? What are
The
those trees called that flower but they don't give the fruit? Ornamentals?
the ornamental pears.
Ornamental pears. There's
Bradford pear. Bradford pear. That's what it's
Radford pear.
Brad.
No, Bradford. Sorry, we all got that wrong. No, there's beautiful flowering trees that are basically GMO. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a outside of insect activity.
They're male plants. They don't, cause that's why a lot of pollen's in the air is because city will only plant male fruit trees
Ah,
for
well,
the
doesn't.
flower and not the fruit. So that's why half the time all the pollen affects people. That's because plant jizz is all over.
Well, that explains why we don't have fruit trees everywhere anymore. So cities have decided to use male trees as opposed to females that give fruit. Um, there could be righteous reasons, but if the righteous reasons super or don't supersede health, nutrition, I mean, they're saying the death of bees. Well, yeah, because if you're only offering one tree,
They
the
they
male and not both trees, male and female, then they're probably not even getting the proper nutrition to sustain a society, an insatiable society.
they destroyed ecosystems
Yeah.
of rivers and wetlands across this country, and that's what would save the bees, and that's what would save the butterflies, bringing back the marshes that everybody took away to
So
build
if the
roads
Army
and
Corps of
towns.
Engineers wasn't controlling all waterways and we were forced to deal with water as it flows, I bet you we'd have a healthier country in that instance. I don't know what happened in Europe, all the dams and stuff like that. I do know in this country, Army Corps of Engineers took over control of probably 90% of any of the waterways within this country, and then each state then has the control, and then other states get to sue other states. I mean, it's such a ridiculous situation. If you just dealt with the water as it flowed, you would just have to deal with the water as it flows. Human manipulation? Uncalled for. What do you see?
I just saw a predator bird go down that back that way and get a fish. I think I
Could
just
be.
saw a hawk.
Could be.
Pretty sure you saw a hawk. Come
Lots
down
of
and get a
hawks here,
fish.
guys.
That was crazy.
Hawks, falcons, eagles, the vultures out here, amazing, amazing. Never seen such behavior till I came out here in vultures.
People, I always love talking about vultures, and then people are always like, "Well, they get in our trash and stuff," and I'm like, first of all, no, they don't.
Ravens and crows will
And
get in your trash.
yeah, and second of all, if there was no vultures, there would be so many dead carcasses around the whole world that the ammonia might kill us all.
Because listen, not all carrion animals, birds included, can eat all of that animal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, vultures have special acids and special stomachs in their body to digest bones and bile and guts that
And
have
see, the
rotted and
coyotes
shit.
don't have that, so they would go after the guts and the easy part. We had a coyote take one of our pigs. Take one of our pigs. It's such an unusual statement all these years, but this historic drought that's in Colorado is, you can see the change in the behaviors of the animals, the detriment of the
Stupid
lack of
data
snow.
centers.
No, it's not data centers yet, not here. The lack of snow and rain. Hey, if the government's going to manipulate anything, why aren't they giving this stuff to us? Why are they taking it from us? Like, we don't have the moisture.
They'd rather give those
So they're
people.
seeding our clouds so that the moisture lands in the breadbasket.
Yeah, I was about to say, they'd rather give Nebraska tornadoes.
Apparently.
Plus, I don't really think seeding works the way that they want it to. They say it does. I have seen so
They've been
many
seeding clouds
times.
since the 1950s.
Yeah.
Suspiciously, since somebody got a land that they think they can call their own, even though in the wording during those time periods, they were given a set territory, weren't they?
I believe so.
A set territory. How they grew like this is only by death and destruction. I'm just saying.
And lying and cheating.
Lying. Well, yeah, of course, all that goes
Violence.
along with it. But in this country specifically, you see a change in certain things. Like the military and government had internet back then. They had computers. And yet, why did they act like in the 1980s that IBM was up and coming and, oh, this is a big thing? They'd had it by that point for 30 years. So
They don't
you
like
see the
share.
scam in all of it. And that's why I think when the vid happened, that they overplayed their hand and they expected a lot more compliance than they actually got. That's
Yeah.
very telling, guys.
Well, I find that
It
funny.
doesn't. It doesn't incorporate into your romantic version of life, but you're an idiot for romanticizing what life is, because life is not romantic. Do you think hunting an animal and processing its body and doing? You think all that's romantic?
Well, I think people throw around the word romantic like they've never read a book before. And they've never read a good book. That's my main problem. They've never read a good book before. Romantic is simply a version of the story that gives your brain serotonin. It doesn't necessarily have to be all good all the time. Like for me, I like a good give and take between a character and its lover. They have to like not agree all the time. They got to be separate people. I find that satisfying. That's romance. But people throw around romance like it's only men giving chocolate and flowers, and it's
And
only
it's
women
women,
dressing up,
yeah, and
and
making
it's
sure
only
that
this, and
brandy's
it's
in.
only
Yeah,
that, and
yeah.
I'm just
Give
like,
me my slippers attitude.
romance is defined by the person. I romanticize my life. It's not glamorous shoveling pig shit, but it's glamorous having pigs. It's glamorous to my mind. It's romantic to my mind that I can talk to my pigs and they kind of respond.
But would you ignore the threat of a coyote for the romantic
If
notion
any,
of your
if
life?
anything, the threat of the coyote makes it more romantic. The whole point of romanticization is liking the life you already live, not forcing it to be something else. So for
Yeah.
me, my side of the mountain type shit is a romantic story. It's a romantic story about oneself.
Yes.
And whether another person is included or not doesn't make it more or less romantic. It takes away the society bitterness of always needing to have something else to make your normal life better.
Yeah.
If you just love your normal life,
Yeah.
you don't need extra shit.
And I love my normal life.
You romanticize your life not by being fantastical, but by saying, you know what, mopping the floors suck, but I can envision myself doing this like in a movie. The lighting in here is kind of great. That's all you gotta do. That's how I got through a lot of stuff living with her. You know, it's not fun or glamorous to pick up garbage under the bed, but hey, this could be in a TV show for all I know. This might be expertly shot by God. I don't know.
We are the Truman Show. But to romanticize it is ignoring the whole reason for living.
I think people also do it in the wrong times. Like, the time to romanticize your life is when you're not worried about shit.
No,
And you just don't
romanticize your
want
life
to.
as you and your spouse, whatever type of spouse, is birthing a child.
Yeah. When that child's being a brat, you can be like, you know what? This is a well done shot.
No, this is my point on romanticizing things. When life gets tough, you look at your baby and you were like, you were so cute coming out. What happened?
Sometimes you could do the look who's talking thing and monologue for them. I used to do that.
You pick up the baby and you're like, I'm going to change your diaper with the worst smell I've ever seen or heard, because you can see the smell. It's that bad, sweetie. I love you. Oh, lay down and let me do this.
Yeah, that's all romanticization is. Is just enjoying the parts of life that is kind of fucking boring. Or even like right now, I like watching the shadows on the fucking water and the bubbles go through it. I think that's beautiful. That's romanticization. I don't have to look at there and be like, ew, look at all that fucking sticks. I bet there's spiders on there, and I'm allergic to spiders, and that kind of scares me, and now I want to leave.
You know what? You know what Dad used to do? He used to pick fights with me, but not like real fights. Like, he would come home and say I probably had a rough day, with any one of you. And would be like, hey, I heard Hillary Clinton's coming to town. My hair would shoot up like, you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me right now? And I'd see he was fucking with me. What he did was break the tension so we could move on in life. And people romanticize relationships as dinner is done, the brandy's in the glass, the slippers are next to him.
Right, like
not her. There's this romantic notion of one person. I know people right now who have spouses that work outside the home, and they come home thinking that the spouse that works inside the home should continue to work. Now, I've clocked myself, and there were times that by the time your dad came home, I'm on 14